everybody. Welcome back to your final daily article for the week. Today we're going to be reading an article called Master of the Grasses, and it's about a really cute animal called the capybara. So I'm going to read the article out loud to you guys, then you'll reread and answer the questions. Master of the Grasses. What would you do if you saw a guinea pig that weighed 75, 100, or even 150 pounds? Of course, guinea pigs don't grow nearly that big, but if you saw a capybara, you might mistakenly think it was a giant guinea pig. Well, I know we have a classmate, Edward, who knows a lot about guinea pigs because he has 2 guinea pigs and he showed us on Friday, Max and Ruby. So Edward, these capybaras look a lot like your pets Max and Ruby, but they're not. They're much, much bigger. The capybara, which lives in South and Central America, is the world's largest species of rodent. Rodent are like the mice family, so any animal that falls into that category is a rodent. It has a barrel-shaped body, a short head with small ears, and it can grow to be over 4 feet long. The name capybara means master of the grasses. You see, capybaras are vegetation eaters, and grasses are the main food in their diets. So they got their name because they eat a lot of grass, and that's mostly what they eat. Capybaras have 2 pairs of large incisor teeth to bite off grasses, tree bark, and other vegetation. Most animals have teeth that stop growing, but rodents, like the capybara, have a different kind of teeth. Their incisors keep growing longer and longer throughout their entire life. Oh wow, so the capybara and other animals in the rodent family, their teeth are different because they keep growing their whole lives rather than stop growing. They need to file their teeth down on hard plants like trees' bark to keep them from growing too long. So just like when Miss E's nails get too long, I use a nail file. The capybara doesn't want its teeth to get too long, so it uses the bark of a tree, the side of a tree, to help file down its teeth. Capybaras are social animals and live in large groups. A mother capybara gives birth to up to 6 babies at a time, though the average number of babies is 4. So a mom can give birth to up to 6 babies, but usually they give birth to around 4 babies. Capybaras can run, jump in long leaps, and swim. In fact, they spend lots of time in the water and even have webbed feet to help them swim. So they're good swimmers too. Capybaras are good swimmers, just like the animals that we've already learned about, like the armadillo and the giant anteater and the groundhog. So capybaras are good swimmers. They also use the water for protection. They can submerge, that means go under, below the surface of the water to hide from predators such as jaguars, anacondas, those are a giant snake, and ocelots. A capybara's eyes, ears, and nostrils are near the top of their head. This helps them breathe and keep watch for predators while swimming underwater. Still, they have to be alert at all times because many of its enemies are good hunters in water. When danger is near, capybaras can dive to the bottom of a riverbed and hold their breath for 5 minutes before returning to the surface for air. Wow, so they can hold their breath for a really long time. So the capybaras are good swimmers and they use the water for protection. So if they notice danger or a predator that's looking for them, they'll go and hide underneath the water and they can stay down there for 5 minutes. So that's what they'll do for protection. All right, so let's just go over our main points and then you guys can get to work. So for this article, we learned that capybaras look a lot like giant guinea pigs. They live in Central and South America. Their name means master of the grasses. Why is that their name? Because they like to eat lots and lots of grass. That's mostly what they eat. Their teeth are special because unlike most other animals, their teeth keep growing their whole life and they have to file it down on tree bark. They live in groups. They're social animals. They like to be around each other. They are great swimmers, right? And they use the water for protection, so they will hide from predators underwater. All right, guys, reread the article and answer your questions. Good job.